Everything's good?
Everything's ready. We're live. We're rolling.
All right, let's go.
We're live. We're in it. We're in it. Balls deep. Balls deep. Oh, they got the fancy water. Shout out to our non-sponsor of the week, the Mountain Valley Sparkling Water. Everybody take a look at that. The Mountain Valley Sparkling Water, official non-sponsor of this week's Dude Dad Show. Get the fuck that out of the way. Get.
My wife loves these. I pick them up when I go to the beach. I stop by the fresh market and because they have the white peach.
Oh, white peach is pretty good. Yeah.
And now she's spoiled with them.
Yeah, spoiled is.
And just to keep her in check, I took it from her. She's not here. She's not able to stop me, and I want her to know that I drank it.
Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
I brought it here. As my mom would say, I brought you into this world, I would take you out of it.
Man, something I noticed last night, my ear is like clogged up. Like the left side of my face sinus thing is like fucked for some reason. And like I can't hear out of this one. I feel like I was constantly like something in it. And like this nostril is fucked. You ever get that?
Yeah.
Just like out of nowhere.
Mainly just sinuses.
Yeah.
You know? Especially if you're going from a lot of hot to cold this time of year.
Maybe that's what it is. And out in the wind. Last week it was fucking windy. Like.
Yeah, as a kid, I mean, we used to play out in the wind all the time. Yeah, you get that like literally just an earache from all the wind blowing in your ear.
Yeah.
In the summertime, I'd get like swimmer's ear from swimming in these
I would get that too.
Retention ponds.
Yep. Bacteria. Mm-hmm. Like we would go cliff jumping in Conowingo and like never fail. I would say half the time next day I'd have an ear infection. Yeah. Just shitty ass bacteria at Susquehanna River.
Man, the last time just a shout out to everyone. Thanks for being patient with us or impatient. Not sure which one of the side of the fence you're on. We've had a lot of difficulty with the technology here. We've recorded every week. We were actually ahead at one point.
We were ahead.
And then the holidays, not that the holidays didn't hurt, but the part is we filled up the memory so much on the iPads, we actually couldn't even get it uploaded onto the Google Drive. And every time we came here, we spent an hour and we got nowhere. So we're finally good. We got it uploaded. We're back. Sorry for the inconsistencies, but part of this upcoming year will be more consistent as you work through these problems that we don't want to have. We're not trying to have these breaks.
A bunch of empty promises here.
And I was hammered fucking, what was it?
Good. New Year's Day.
New Year's Day. I was bombed in this bitch.
Yeah. No.
I walked in, my wife was like, really? I was like, I'm about to, what you need done. I'm feeling awesome in here.
We had a good day. That day. And it's kind of crazy because this year, coming off of Christmas break, we had a snowstorm. It ain't going to work. That side. Put it on that side. You don't like it being on your right-hand side?
Bite the soap. Make them look like an asshole.
Okay. Yeah, coming off of Christmas break, we get right into a snowstorm. That Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, kids had no school.
20 days.
And then Thursday, Friday, a 2-hour delay. And now the first normal day back was this Monday since December 20th was, I think.
We went almost a full month.
Yeah. And now we have
definitely 20 days.
Yeah. And now we have a holiday on Monday. So a 3-day weekend with potential of some more snow.
Hey, we've been enjoying the hot tub. The family loves the hot tub.
It's up.
Oh, dude, we've been up. Yeah,
I gotta check it out.
Oh yeah, the kids and I go in there. I'll go in there and sneak. Dude, it's the bomb diggity. We have a couple birds that float around and they're trying to get out of the wind, and it's real hippie-ish in there, real hippity dippity.
Is it big enough for all four of you?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's I think they call it a 8-person, maybe a 6-person.
So it's really a 4-person.
But it's exactly exactly.
You got to always go bigger because. The reality, you're not going to get that many people in there.
And I bought the new tub for the
is that
plunging. New? Yeah, that one's new because that one's too big.
That one's long.
It's like 6 foot.
Yeah.
Because Candace and I thought we were going to do it together at the same time.
Yeah.
We only did that one. Yeah, but it's like so much water, so much management. So that'll fit better inside the sauna area anyway. Now that becomes our new fitness area, essentially.
Did you build an area?
It's in the sauna. I'm putting the sauna, the green room.
The greenhouse.
Yeah, greenhouse.
Okay.
Yeah. So other than that, everything's great. Wild morning this morning. My plumber, we got a late start. My plumber hit me up at like 9:30 last night. I was like, hey, if I don't come there tomorrow, I'm so busy I won't be able to get back to that job for like 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm already behind because of everything that's happened with the holidays.
Yeah.
He's like, is the shower basin yet. I'm like, I don't know. Let me call Rihanna. Hey, I had 6 a.m. I need you to tell me if that bitch is in or not.
Right.
Sure enough, it's in. Oh, I'll see you right after daycare. That's why I hit you up. I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go. There's not even a...
Whatever. I just did some things in the morning that I was going to do in the afternoon. No biggie. Too easy.
Kansas away. We got the kids all week. I want to. Ellie's going to earn her badge this weekend. We're have her camp out in the cold. Get the wood stove going in the tent.
So nice. It's going to be so nice. Cool. Man. I'm jealous, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know when we can make it happen. I want to go camping down there.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
But now it's like it's that point of winter, and it's a cold winter. Where like I don't know if I'm equipped to tent camp it out of my tent. You have a hot tent. Like you
can be in your underwear. Mine. Once the stove gets rolling, dude, it's hot.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of smoke at the top of the tent, It's rolling, dude.
You don't worry about carbon monoxide or anything like that?
I always keep some detector. Type of any tent I've ever slept in. I'm paranoid. Even if back in my early days when I'd sleep in my own truck, always crack a window.
And do you have a detector or no?
No.
And well, you want to add that. Just add a carbon monoxide detector in your tent.
Oh, I like that.
So then you could just go to sleep.
I always cut a window open.
Yeah.
I have my bed's right next to it. I always have fresh air rolling in.
Yeah.
I used to be really paranoid because I used to go to I'll tell you when I got really paranoid about that is when the kid on MTV died. Do you remember that? They had the MTV. I don't remember the show. It was like the redneck version of Jersey Shore, and it was like in West Virginia with those kids.
Florida-Bama, or what the fuck was it called?
Nah, I think that was after. And these kids, I think, were in West Virginia. It was like the country version of Jersey Shore.
Okay.
And one of the kids on there ended up dying inside of a truck because they went out mudding, but they had sunk the frame so low it had buried the
exhaust pipe.
Well, exhaust pipe and exhaust, maybe like the cabin filter, where for air to get in the filter, or in the cabin. Mm-hmm. So it was like, I think there was like 3 guys in the cabin who were all drunk.
I remember that.
And they were breathing just carbon dioxide poisoning.
Yeah.
They killed themselves because they didn't know they were getting no fresh air.
I remember. When
I used to get I'd go to festivals and stuff, and I'd come back all drunk and super high. I was always just like, you could tell such a difference. You're in the tent, crack that thing up a little bit. Always have a flow of fresh air.
Yeah. Because all I have is the little buddy heater, the little propane heaters. It would be enough. That bitch would have to run all night, though.
Yeah.
Because if you're just in a summer tent,
you just need to make sure you have really good blankets.
Yeah, I have a Sub-Zero sleeping bag.
That's how you go.
It would be fun though.
Let's do it.
I wish I had an excuse to have one of those big canvas tents like you have. Yeah. That's pretty badass.
Well, just go buy a farm and you can start it.
That's all I have to do is just buy a farm.
Speaking of farms, what works good on farms? Dogs. Always need a good working dog on a farm.
Dude, working dogs are the best. And I don't care if it's for recreation, like I have hunting dogs, I've had hunting dogs one at a time. At one point I had 2, but anyway. Or the working dogs that do for real shit, like bomb sniffing, drug sniffing, tackle criminals, like any kind of working dog where you have like a partnership with you and him or her. There's something that's just different about that, right? And people that just have pets, it's not the same level. I'm sorry. It's not the fucking same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get a dog that is about being at your side. It is about you. It's like another person there.
It's a partner.
It'll probably risk its life. First off, it doesn't know all the way better.
Yeah.
And it just loves you. So it's gonna come to you no matter what. And back when dude who was younger, I would go out in these rivers and be fishing and turn around. This cat is like, 20 yards away from me out in the middle of the river. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, what are you doing away from me that far? I'm like, come on, bro, you can't. Yeah. I appreciate that he wanted to be closer to me out here fishing,
Yeah, I've had that with my old dog Ruger in the ocean during like a nor'easter, like fucking off in the surf.
Yeah.
When it's really bad. And he come out and like the waves were lifting him up where he couldn't touch the ground, And like, nah, dude, you can't be out here. Yeah, you got to get the fuck out.
That's what was happening to this dude. He made his way back, and like you could just see him like bouncing like this, find some a little bit of high ground, go, and then just bounce again.
Yeah,
down. He just bouncing his way back towards
angling towards the shore.
I was sitting there like,
yeah,
nah, he's good. He's got it. I mean, just get
Yeah.
He's got it. Like, we're just like, he's a homie. He's got that. You know what I mean? Like,
or I've been, in Delaware, we have a lot of bad currents in our marshes and shit, tidal marshes where you duck hunt. And I've sent the dogs on retrieves for birds, and the current's ripping. So by the time they get to the bird, they've moved, right? And then by the time they're coming back, they're still moving, fighting a current, and a quick 20-yard retrieve can turn into a much farther retrieve and like minutes long, where they're swimming for 3, 4, 5 minutes, which is a long fucking time to be swimming, So you ask a lot of them, and they do it in January, cold, and happy as can be.
They get, I've noticed that one of the common ones is corn stalks and marsh reeds impounding their feet.
Yep. Yeah, it had happened to Tank. I don't know if you were with me. It was on that property you and I hunted on years ago. He got a bean stalk, like a soybean stubble, buried in the web of his foot, like completely buried in there. And I noticed it just like him toe touching, and sure enough, there's a hole right in his web. And that like a inch or so long piece of stalk was just completely fucking buried in his foot. Because they take off, tear-assing across a field. They're like a mix between a Corvette and a 4-wheel drive pickup truck, all in one, wide the fuck open, nothing stopping them. And sometimes shit like that happens.
I remember Josh's old dog, Spike. I remember we were hunting one time, and he yelled at somebody for hitting their safety early.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like, click, and that dog was like, what the fuck? Oh, I don't know. He's like, he had to calm the dog down. He's like, yo, don't be doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, my old dog Ruger was big for that. If it's and Tank is too, the safety click, or if you grab your calls and like the little bit of rattle that the plastic makes together, like their heads, perk up. Or a lot of times, you're a duck hunting or goose hunting, you got to keep your head down. You're not going to stick your face up high into the sky and look, right? So you keep your head down. I'll just watch the dog, because the dog will be following, looking around. You can watch what the dog's doing and say, okay, the birds are here to the right or they're behind us. It's safe to look now because how he's looking around. Because they know where the fuck they are.
I did tell you, I did send Lady to a training. She went there for 6 months. She went to a bird school.
No shit.
For 6 months.
Yeah.
I think that guy really just took my money.
That's fucked up.
I think he learned early that she was gun shy.
She was going to be a washout.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, well, she's getting, man, I think, I can get her. And then, so 6 months go by. That was like $650 a month too.
Yeah.
That was expensive, right? Yeah.
And especially back then, you weren't like as well off as you are now.
Yeah. So the moment I knew that I had been robbed is, he was like, he had said like, and when you go and pick them up, I'll take you through everything that you learn. We'll we'll go through all the training and everything. And I'd been there a few times as a visitor. And, I watched him out in the field taking people's dogs before he came back, watch everything. Well, the day I go to get him, magically he's not there. Right. It's just his wife. Oh, he had to run out, and, I'm like, okay. I guess I'm not getting my field day. That's when I knew,
do you remember where you sent him?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
It was, you might know, that old guy down south. Cause I think I'd asked you where to go. You had a guy out in Maryland. I used a guy down south. It was
Marvel.
Marvel?
Is that what it was?
Ooh, that almost sounds familiar. Maybe like down, like pretty far south.
Georgetown?
Maybe baby Georgetown. The guy, a big farm, and the guy he has a dog truck. I think like I want to say a maroon truck with all the dog kennels.
Do they, the place where they shoot sporting clays, same farm, Owen Station?
I think so.
Yeah. That's the only one I know that. Walt Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't
older
think
fellow?
He's retired.
Probably older fellow now.
Huh?
Older fellow?
Yeah. He's retired. I think he sold Owen Station to the state.
Yeah, that guy. For sure. So.
Damn.
Yeah. The one there that day I picked him up, I was like, damn, it definitely. So she is gun shy. Dude was always gun shy.
Yeah.
The lady's a good retriever. Like if you take her to the river now and you chuck the stick as far as you want, she's about that life.
Yeah.
The moment there's a gun, they're just not about it.
That was a fucked up.
Now I will tell you what's pretty different to watch, which was almost heartbreaking, is she was there at 6 months. She was almost forgetting me almost in a sense, like she was getting so close to them. You know what I mean?
Their hearts are so big.
I know. I'm saying when I was going there, I was like, oh, this bitch recognizes me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I would go So my dog Ruger was gone for 5 months on basic retriever training. Tank was gone 6 months for basic and 7 months for advanced. And it was almost consecutive back-to-back. It was a couple-month break where he was home. So the first 2 years or so of his life, but he went to basic retriever when he was 6 months old. Once he got his adult teeth, he started. So up until he was like about one, he came home, couple-month break, went to go to advanced stuff. He was there with them for 7 months. And so then he was approaching 2. We ran hunt tests. He got his junior hunter title. He was running at a senior level, which is like blind retrieves and shit. He ran a number of them, but he never got a pass.
Yeah.
Just dumb shit like breaking on the last bird or getting fucked up on like short blinds, stuff like that. But all I wanted was a really good meat dog. I didn't really care about that. I wanted a really, really good hunting dog, which I got. Tore both his ACLs, like one right after another. And retired from hard training then. Great hunting dog over the years, but now he's 11. He's like got arthritis everywhere. And this year, I knew going into this year it was going to be rough. It's going to really take it easy on him. And but now it's just like he can't. His body won't let him do it. Yeah. I mean, he just really has a hard time. I'm like, I'm not going to. He wants to go. Like he wants to go every day. And he likes it. He's happy when he's out there, but to send him or ask him to do some shit and his body's like his, legs are slipping out from under him. He's slow. He gets real tired. He can't go very far without like limping or something like that just because his arthritis is so bad, his elbows, his knees, his hips. So I just like, you know what? This is it. He's done. The last hunt was Wednesday. Finished his career at the same place he started it. He got his first duck and goose retrieves at this farm. His last retrieves hunting was at the same farm.
How fast does that feel?
Fucking like a blur, dude. And we got him right after Charlotte was born. Him and Charlotte's birthdays are like 2 months apart. And Charlotte was born in September of 13. We got Tank in February, brought him home February of 14. So he's just over 11 years old.
Yeah.
And it was like a fucking blink.
I think about that kind of stuff, like the timeline. Like I stare at dude. Same thing. If he like tries to run in the backyard. The other night I was laughing at him. I was like, "Oh, look at you, big boy, trying to run in here." You know what I mean? Like he like started sprinting a little. I mean, not sprint for him.
We'll try.
He's like, yeah. All right, we're good. I was like, "Look at you, dude, trying." I was like, "All right, dude."
Yeah.
But I think I'm like, man, like the guy I was when I first got him. Like that's so many lives ago.
Yeah.
I was a single guy. We lived in a terrible house. Where you could just squish the pee out of like the floor. There was horsehair in the walls. There was no heat. The house, I think it became condemned at one point.
Jesus Christ.
It was quite, as my brother would put it, it's actually tattooed. The way we used to live back then, my brother tattooed it on himself. It's called, he phrased it Camp Trife Life. And that's what we were doing. It was Camp Trife Life.
I like it. That sounds like great memories.
Yeah, we had a lot of crazy times. Mm-hmm. So I had a dude, and there at one point dude and I lived out of my Subaru, at the beach. Mm-hmm. So like in the mornings I had to go to work. So like I dropped dude off at one of the beach shacks. I'm like, can you watch dude for a little bit? So we were both homeless together. Yeah. So when you think about like, I stare at him now, like, I got 2 kids, a wife, this new home.
Yep.
I'm thinking like, damn man, like, I wonder if he's looking at me like, all right, dude, you're doing all right.
He's
like,
a ride or die for sure.
He's been ride or die.
Yeah.
You're just thinking about the changes and then it's times with him.
And you're lucky to have had him for so long. My first dog, Ruger, that going through the different lives, that was him. I got him literally, I think it was right before I got married the first time. So I was 22 when I got, I was 22, almost 23 when I got Ruger. And then we had all these firsts get together, right? Him and I, because we're so young. And he was the once in a lifetime hunting dog for sure. That he was like a fucking human. And then divorced, and then like moving and being fucking poor and like to all these different things. And then, Pam comes into my life and we're, renting house, buying house with her, growing, having Charlotte. And he was put down in, I want to say 2015, I think. Yeah, I think around 2015, we had to put him down. He had cancer. So he was 11 and a half. I think we put him down. And, same thing. Like, man, like he was that dog that was like with me to where I'm at now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So all those different lives, and he would just like, dude, he would come everywhere with me, always in the back of my truck. But went somewhere I could leave in the truck, and he's good to go. You know what I mean? Spending the night places in the wintertime, he was fucking fine, staying in there, whatever, wherever we were at, hotels, other people's houses, beach houses, going down Dewey. He was a dog that you could walk him down the street in Dewey, and he wouldn't bother nobody. He wouldn't be pulling on me. Other dogs would come by. He didn't give a shit. Yeah. As long as he was with us, he was fine.
That's how he is.
They're fucking perfect.
No other dog.
No, he don't care. He doesn't give a shit about no other dogs. Other dogs would be pulling to come to him. Yeah. And he's just like, what the fuck you doing, weirdo? Get away from me.
It does make me think, like, like, we talked about this before, like, I think dude is definitely my once-in-time lifetime dog. I mean, he was already just the coolest dog ever did. He had so much human personality. He was so with it. And I don't think that I would get another dog. I feel like down the road the kids might want their own starter dog or something.
You're going to get another dog for sure.
I'm going to tell you right now, I won't miss the hair. It is everywhere.
Dude, lab hair is obnoxious.
Dude, it is like, they're like, well, it's shedding time. I'm like, shedding?
It's always shedding time.
This bitch is always shedding.
Yeah, it's either blowing their winter coat to get their summer coat, blowing their summer coat to get their winter coat. As soon as one's almost done, the other one's coming back, and like in the corners of your house, you just tufts of black hair.
Dude, it's like springtime, open up both doors, back and front, and you just like Texas tumbleweeds. Yeah. Just, you know what I mean? Just going around the house.
They're like, I just fucking vacuumed. I just picked this shit up. I know. I will say Tank has shed less in his older years. I don't know if that's the thing.
Dude's still going strong.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they just, maybe he's too much of an inside dog now. I don't fucking know.
I think about sometimes, like, where would I'd probably just cremate dude and spread him around. You know,
we cremated Ruger. I have him in a box. You know what I mean, with his stuff. I'll probably take dude down a river.
Yeah, I'll probably take him on a fishing trip. Like get him like just take him out, spread him down. Like probably go like maybe Ty River and just spread him out, or to New River and just like spread him out as I'm fishing.
If that's where he was at a lot.
Yeah, he can't do the water no more. I forced his ass to go, and last night I picked his ass up and got him in the water.
Yeah.
But now, before, dude, I didn't even fuck.
No, Tank is broke ice. Excuse me. Yeah. Breaking ice in the wintertime to get birth. It was like just 2 years ago. I almost had to rescue him. He's out retrieving a goose on a pond that's like half frozen, and he fucking tearing out ass off this frozen section of the pond. It breaks. He falls in the hole. Now he's not like sinking or anything, but he's in a big enough hole to be okay for a minute, but he can't get out. He's like trying to get out of it to come back to me. And it's like, motherfucker, now I gotta. So I went in waders, and I had to break ice to him. So I'm walking through the water, breaking ice, finally get a trail open for this motherfucker so we can swim out. He don't give a shit. He's just ready to go again. You know what I mean?
Josh will tell you, one time Spike, him and Justin were out duck hunting, and one time Spike managed to hit the safety off and actually shoot the shotgun in the boat.
Oh, like stepped on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to my buddy in the back of his pickup truck. Did it put a hole in the boat?
I imagine, yeah. It's been a long time. So this is probably high school. Yeah, this is a long time ago.
Dude, that shit happens. My buddy had his shotgun sitting in the bed of his truck, like laying facing the cab in the bed, and his lab just came and jumped up on the tailgate. Same thing, hit the safety and the trigger mechanism at the same exact time and blew a fucking hole through the cab of his truck into the back of the seat in the cab of his truck.
You're like, what the fuck? Yeah. There's a lot of spots here, though. Yeah, you really do need a dog to hunt.
Yeah, I know. To duck hunt in the marsh, you almost have to have a dog.
Because you can't have your boat there because the duck's like,
No, and like
you can't keep getting in the boat and then trying to go get the ducks.
No.
I was like, because they're still coming in.
Yeah, I know.
You have to have a dog in a lot of spots around.
I know. Or in a pond where they can just sit. Where the birds will sit. They're not going anywhere. But in a tidal marsh, you're just going to fucking.
I have taken Lady on hunts.
Yeah.
She has been on hunts with me. She did, honestly, she did fine. Mm-hmm. I just think, I just thought she was going to be probably, I think she would be okay if I was holding the gun maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
She'd definitely get scared.
Yeah.
I just think back to I figured she'd be more like, Hastings Labs, but like he would bring rocks. He called him the rock dog. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just bring the rocks and throw it near the dog.
Yeah, so they can go get it. Yeah. I've had to do that when if they can't run blinds or if they're not tuned up and they don't see the bird fall. Because most of the time we're in pits or blinds that the dog can't see. Yeah. Especially goose hunting or if we're in a pond or something they could see a lot. Most of the time birds are still alive enough. They're flapping their wings. They're making some motion in the water where if you send them out there, they're going to pick up on it really quick to go get it. And dogs, they learn what to look for. Yeah. Oh, white belly or something. They know the difference between a decoy and a dead bird.
Yeah, I've also done some hunts with annoying dogs, really high, strong duck dogs. Because I've been invited on a few hunts before, and I've asked about the people's dogs. I'm like, what's the dog like? Yeah. I've been on one where dude, I think I'll fucking bite you if it's getting high strong.
Or whining too much.
Dude, what are we doing? Yeah. And then I don't like an owner that's I don't know, some people take it so serious about their dog. It's a lot of rules. They give me rules around your dog. I'm like, yo, you can back the fuck up, dog.
The only rules I've ever had was if I hunt with you and you're new and I have my dog, it's don't shoot my fucking dog, right? That's the dog may break. Keep your gun up. Yeah. Watch, if you're going to go shoot into the field and be conscious that the dog may be out there, right? He may break and tear us out there. Just don't shoot the fucking dog. That's really the only rule. That's all. That's the only thing I would ever be leery about hunting with new guys that don't normally hunt with me. Just know that there's another being here that you have to be mindful of. Yeah. You know what I mean? Other than that, no, you pet my dog, give him treats. Who fucking gives a shit? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's boring for him too, right? Let him walk around if he's not bothering anybody. Now, if they're being annoying.
There is something to be said though about a man and a dog. There's just a really good bond there.
Dude, and it's you're experiencing something that most people don't get to experience anyway. And you're doing it together, right? And there's a job that this dog, that's all it knows how to do, and that's all it wants to do. And you're like, hey, man, I'm going to shoot this bird, and you're going to jump in the water or run through this frozen cornfield to get this bird in January or December and bring it back to me. Yeah. And they fucking do it. They're so happy to do it.
Speaking of happy, that's one part I will miss about, once I don't have dogs. Mm-hmm. It's every time I've ever come home, those dogs have always been oh shit, dude, man, are you home? They know my sound on my truck. They know everything. Yeah. They come home. They're hey man, what's up? That's been my first and best greeter every time I come home.
And who else is that happy at 4 a.m. in the morning when you wake up? No one else in your house is that fucking happy.
Oh, yeah. You gonna let us out? We're about to take a dump. Come on. Dude. Yeah.
Or Tank knows if I have camouflage on, I can get up and go to the gym in gym clothes and he's, whatever. But if I got camo on and I'm walking in and out of the garage, that motherfucker's in the house whining until I let him out. Yeah. He's trying to push his head through the door because he knows, hey, we're going to go somewhere. Yeah. It's a cool thing. It's heartbreaking that I've got to retire him, but fuck, man, let him live. Yeah. Whatever time he's got left, let him be, I think he's happy. They're the happiest doing what they're supposed to do. But he has a pretty fucking good life, too. You know what I mean?
Dude likes to lay around these days. Also, he's definitely going deaf. Yeah. I just laugh at him sometimes. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, you ain't, I have to get close to him, because I'll be calling him. I'm like, dude, come on, to come out. Yeah. I'm like, he definitely does not hear me. Yeah. And I go there, I'm like, hey, he's like, yeah. I'm like, bro, you can't hear that? I'm like, come on, dude. He's like, oh, we're going. I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah, I think Tank's eyesight's going a little bit more too. You could just, certain things you could tell that he's not seeing that great, not picking up on,
He still will hear really well because sometimes also I forget that I let the dogs out all the time. My neighbor brings them over all the time. He's like, hey, man, we're hanging out in the garage. I'm like, man, I let them out. Then the kids distract me. I forget I let them out. Last night I was laying with Macon. I was like, the dogs are out. You know what I mean? So I go to the door. They're sitting there waiting. But sometimes he'll dude will wander like these people's, neighbors' yard. He don't go far, but he won't come back. I can't. If I walk to the end of the property, holler for him.
Yeah.
He's not coming back, even though I know he's somewhere right around. I just can't see him. It's dark out. I have to go. What I do is I go start Pinky. I start the Jeep up.
Oh yeah.
And he can hear that car start. And as long as I do that, then I know then here he comes walking through the woods because he knows I'm about to get in that car and go look for his ass.
Yeah. God damn it.
So he can't hear 12 feet away, but he can hear that car start from an acre over.
Yeah. He probably like feels a rumble on the ground. It's like, I feel something. Yeah. Fucking old Indian.
Also, that dog has eaten so well over the years. He's been table fed. No, he'll eat right from the table.
Right.
Well, they follow my daughter around. They do.
Oh yeah. They
Dude don't give a shit. He's like, you holding that sandwich? Thanks for that sandwich.
Dude, Tank does the same thing. If little Jerry's walking through the house with a snack in his hand and it's hanging, like Tank just think that's his. He just walks right up and just grabs it, and Jerry will get pissed off or he'll cry like, Tank ate my sandwich. Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Don't be walking around hanging that bitch down.
Yeah, I tell Ellie, like, you can't set your food down like that. No. You gotta protect. You got Scrapple out there. That dog's like, when they eat dinner, they sit right next to her. They lay right underneath her ass. Yeah. And then at some point she'll be like this, just feeding the dogs all her dinner.
Tank he'd be sleeping on the floor, just knocked out, not paying attention to nothing. Kids would be sitting at the counter or the table, and Charlotte would, like, back when she was young, leave, like, have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, go to the bathroom, walk out of the room for a second. It's like that motherfucker knew when she left food alone, and you would think, Tank's not worried about that. He don't know what's going on. They'd come back in the room, and, like, the plate's on the floor, empty. Yeah. Like, how did you just, like, knew that? He's like, I got my eye on that. Okay, you can wait till you leave out of this room. I'm gonna go get that sandwich. Dude, somehow find a way.
One time when we were living, well, speaking of real quick, lady just 2 days ago ate a whole pack of wine rolls. I left them on the counter. She still does puppy moves. She's such a shark. Once you get done, she knows how long to wait. Yeah. She knows when you're really not paying attention, and she just starts to go around. If it's on the counter, it is hers. Yep. She will get that shit. Yep. She'll still eat whatever. She's so bad sometimes.
God, and labs, man.
But one time, Mike and I were moving some furniture in the house. He had a pit bull at this time, Jax, and we were both picking up a couch. We were moving it. He had just made all these burgers, like probably like 20 burgers, right? No. And just about to barbecue it up. And we're sitting and we're outside holding the couch. He's like, I know that motherfucker is probably eating all my burgers right now. I was like, we go inside. That plate was clean, son.
Son of a bitch, man. Dude, fucking labs are like that, man. I've never met a lab that wasn't like that. Just an opportunist eater.
They really are.
Fucking there. I'm finding a way.
Lady be laying down like this. like she's funny because she knows when she's guilty. She will give you that look. You look at her like, she's like, She does. She gets a guilty face very quickly.
Fucking dogs, man. But I know. I'm glad hopefully still got lots of time left with Tank. I won't get another dog until after he passes because I'm not going to get a puppy. I'm going to get a started dog. I'm just going to spend the money and buy one that's got the basic retriever training, got the obedience down. Just because I don't have time. Yeah. I don't have time to fucking do it. I don't have time to do it. Even if you send them away, you're still spending the money. You're still spending $600 to $750 a month, and you still have to go. Like when Tank and Ruger were both away, like I would still go every weekend. Yeah. Every weekend, go train with them on Saturdays, and just don't have the time to do it. You know what I mean? I would spend the money up front. Just where I'm at now. I love puppies. Love working with them through all that. But I know enough, and I have enough time to keep them tuned up. You know. Couple 15-minute sessions a day or a few times a week or whatever, I could do that no problem. And I have no interest in running hunt tests right now where I'm at either. So,
if there were to be a next dog, I don't know. And maybe it's crazy to say. I think, all right, maybe not a big dog like a lab. Maybe something that could actually go to work better with me. That's not such a big problem. Mm-hmm. Like I like beagles. They don't get too big. You can get some small ones.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass, though.
They are the fucking uppers. So it's like, what dog, like, I don't like little dogs. I hate those little white ones that yap and they get all the stuff around their eyes. Any of those type of
like Ashley and Ryan's little dog, Trixie.
No, I don't like. They're like rats.
I think it's a man thing. Like, what man likes a little tiny dog? You know,
I don't know.
We have the miniature dachshund, Sirius, and that's Pam's dog. It's very obviously Pam's dog. He gravitates towards her. Like, he loves me. He's still our dog, but he's really Pam's dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he jumps up, sleeps with her, cuddles with her the most, whatever, listens to her the most. So, and like, I'm okay. I like, but that wouldn't be my choice. Right?
So what's a good small dog? Can't do a blue heeler. They're too out their minds.
Bulldog. English bulldog.
No.
No? Too many problems?
You want that fucking thing in your house?
Snot everywhere, snorting, drooling, everything.
I'm already upset how much lady drools when she gets in my truck, dude. I'll take her to work, but this will drool on everything.
Yeah, because she gets like so wound up.
Yeah.
You get that like excite drool.
And she is such a little bee. No matter what, she makes sure she gets in my seat after I get out of it. I'm like, are you playing me? Are you trying to power move me? It don't matter. She can be dead asleep. We pull up the Lowe's. I'll go inside. I'll come back. She's sitting in my seat like this. I'm like, why are you in my seat? You know what I mean?
Come on, get over.
Yeah, and then she'll just try to put her nails through something. She's rough. She gets in the truck rough. Dude. She'll slip on something. Like,
no, yeah.
But it used to be a lot better when I had the back seat, but now the kids' seats are in there. So when I had the back seat, it was a lot better for the dogs. I had all set up blankets. I had the whole thing set up. Now it's all gone.
Yeah, for the last 2 years, at least a year, taking Tank, I put him inside the truck. Yeah. But I got the WeatherTech floor mats in the back, and then I fold up the seats, so it's just a big open area for him to get in and lay down and relax.
I guess the move would be to like get a cab for the back of the truck.
Yeah, I've been looking at them. They're fucking expensive.
A nice one is. I'm gonna tell you what. I've had experience sleeping in a lot of them. I'd get one with carpet in the back too. You don't
I've been looking at those decked boxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
about?
Yeah. If I got that, I have to get a cap because you lose half the depth of your bed.
I would just, I'll tell you what you do. Just to do what I'm about to do. Just get get nice totes. Get a nice totes, right? Mm-hmm. And then you can grab like the top that I have, the flat top, like a tonneau cover, nice thin one like I have, and then just get yourself a pole where you can just hook it, slide it on out, and then you get a lot more. Because instead of taking this much over the whole thing,
right,
you just have a few big ones you can move around so you can still put big things into your truck.
Yeah.
Because if you ever want to put something big in the back of the truck, now you have this whole thing that takes it up. Because that little bit you take up here really takes up the rest.
It does. That's why you have to get a cap.
Yeah, so it's like really you should just do the totes, get the sticks so you can pull them out. And
that's not a bad idea.
I like less footprint.
I like the deck thing because they have a
deck.
You can put your guns in there. You know what I mean?
We got a lot of guns. You got a lot of guns. Pull the gun out.
From October till now, most of the time I have a shotgun or a rifle in my truck.
For the back of the seat, dude. Don't you have a Ford? They go underneath the seat anyway.
Yeah.
They literally have a whole pocket for those.
Or fishing rods. They're always locked up too. All the shit can stay in the back, locked up. Keep the inside clean.
Are telescopic, or they break too.
No. You got cheap ones? You use fucking Zebcos or something?
Your boat or something?
What are you doing? I don't know.
Who gets a rat's ass? I'm moving in.
Maybe I just wanted it. Maybe I wanted cool shit.
Whatever. Go fuck yourself. Hey, look. Here's the plan we're doing. Just so you guys know out there. Here's what we're doing. Okay.
Oh boy.
Now we're not just ending it. I'm not just doing it ending. I want to say something. Okay. We're going to start going on the road a little bit. I just put my boat into the shop to get its annual. It's first, but continue to be annual service.
Right.
I'm going to get a massive light kit on there. I'm going to get the seats. I'm going to get the bimini top. We're going to start going more outdoors. So we're going to set up our toys so that we're all set up so we can start filming ourselves. So our content will be better for filming because, look, we're not the guys that are going to film cheesy shit for you guys. We're not those guys. But we could film all the cool shit we do. All right? So we're going to start going on the road to meet other people to do cool things with them. So we're going to hit the road some so we can have a blend of the podcast and also our content almost feeling like a hunting outdoor show as well. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would love to do that. If
do you hear the pessimism in that?
No, I'm sorry. I had a thought in my mind. I had a thought in my mind, and then you asked me something different. You're going to get that boat set up with lights and shit. I will go out and buy How soon are you talking? By the spring?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I will go
What's
out.
happening? It's like we're doing it.
I will go out and buy a bow fishing kit. Like, I will buy a bow with a bow fishing whole setup.
I'm gonna buy two of them just because someone comes.
Okay, well then I don't have to buy it. You buy it. Thanks, Daddy. Okay, cool. So then we'll be down, go down to bays.
They're not that much.
Fish.
They're like $300.
Okay, yeah, buy 4 then. You know what? Maybe we won't bring a guest on.
I'm not bringing 4 people.
Three. Buy 3 of them. You know what I mean? Come on.
You want 3 people? You want to talk to that many people? 3's okay. You being Brett or something.
Yeah, 3.
3's enough. 4.
Then somebody's got to drive the boat. 2 people got to shoot.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2 people on a bow, 1 person driving, controlling the trolling motor. Get you through there. Get you some snakeheads.
Yes. The other goal of this too is to be at the inlet. And also, now I'm going to go to, so I'll put the kids to bed. It might be 9:30, like, you guys good? Everyone's good? Great. I'm going to go back to the boat. And I'm going to drive the motherfucker to Paradise Grill.
Oh, God. I've never done a night. Nah, I've left at night from Paradise.
Yeah.
But I've never done the whole full-on night trip.
I'm going to drive over there. I'm going to go have me 1 or 2 drinks. Can't be too crazy.
No, you got to be responsible.
Got to be responsible. Yeah. Go over there. You plan out right, but go out, have the band, catch some people. Actually feel the vibes of the beach, not just being,
You do feel like you're like the big dick in the locker room when you leave and you're like, I'm going to go to my boat and leave.
Yeah,
I'm not going to go to a car. I'm going to get my boat. And you'll wave to me as I'm leaving the marina.
Cool, yeah. I'm going to sit and then glow. I already know the colors I'm going to do.
What colors you got?
I like the green on the outside, and that seems good for bait and fishing. That's a green hitting the water. But I like for inside the cab is to do the amber, which is like the softer yellow, something like that. So it actually looks like a little more elegant, but actually practical. So I don't want a disco party inside the boat.
No, my inside lights are blue.
Yeah. I like the amber, amber lighting, so that it's actually practical. They were saying that it may attract less bugs too.
So the lights for outside that shine into the water, you want more of that yellow.
I want green.
Well, we talked about one. No, I'm talking about ones that shine into the water.
The actual floodlights, yes. The floodlights will be yellow too.
Like that, You can see better into the water.
But I'm going to do back and front, back. I'm going to do, all kind of lights.
You're going to light it like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Roger that.
But the lights that are practical will be soft yellows.
I have a LED kit that I bought for my old boat. I never used. Brand new in the box. Do you want it?
Nope.
No?
I can't do it.
Why?
Because it's not top of the line. I don't need this 3M tape backed fucking, you know what I mean?
I mean,
worked the first season, half it's drooping down off McGonnell. No.
All
right. Go for the real deal Holyfield.
Okay. All right. You do your thing. Whatever you want to do. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you, I was trying to help you out.
I appreciate it. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
All right.
I don't think you do.
What I'm going to say is if you're at the Paradise Grill, okay, you need a ride back. I'm there.
I got my own boat.
You know, I got my own boat. And I think for the most part, too, there could be nights where I do get a little tipsy, and then I just sleep on the boat.
I want to do that so bad.
Because if I could tell Candace, okay, if I'm already out, it's already 12 o'clock.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
I could just park up over by over at the flats. Let's put up a little tent and just go to sleep. And then come to the house at 6 a.m. when you as everyone's getting up. What's the difference?
It'd be pretty nice.
Be pretty nice.
Yeah, it'd be pretty nice. I'm with it.
That's what's happening.
Oh,
that's where we're at, people.
Shit.
Now, I got to get back to work. I have so much going on.
Hey, that's cool.
May or may have not started another company. I don't know.
Oh, Christ almighty.
It's the last one I wanted. I think I said that 2 ago, but it's definitely the last one I've been thinking about.
Okay.
I want to grab it for a certain thing,
Okay.
It's all good. But, I'm going to head down to Rehoboth Beach now. I got one last job site. I got to stop at Walmart, get all the camping supplies, and so Ellie can earn her camping badges and her hunting badge tomorrow.
Are you going down tonight to camp or tomorrow? You're going down tomorrow.
Tonight.
You're going down tonight.
Camp tonight, hunt tomorrow.
Hunt tomorrow night. Are you going to camp tomorrow night too?
No, because I'm going to come back up here so I can be in time for church.
So are you hunting in the morning tomorrow? Or
no.
Afternoon?
Afternoon.
Okay. Yeah,
smart. Them kids ain't getting up not for nothing to go.
I think tomorrow night will be good because the snow going to come in on Saturday.
Yeah.
Or Sunday, I mean. I think tomorrow night will be good.
I hope so, man. We still got some big ones walking around.
I hope you guys wallop them. I hope you fucking kill something. Now's the time of year where those late-born does from last year come into their first heat. So you got a little bit of more rutting activity starting to happen this time of year.
Hey, it's browns now.
I mean, we're in the fourth quarter. The 2-minute warning.
You know what I mean?
You don't got time to be picky anymore.
I'm not throwing it. I'm just looking to get like a 5-yard out.
No,
I'm not looking for a 50-yard post.
No. I shot a little buck last Wednesday for that reason. There, I said I want meat. I got the tag. we're not managing this property.
I want some more ground beef.
I'm just so.
By the way, I think I'm just going to go ground beef altogether for deers.
That's all I do. Backstraps whole, ground everything else.
Yeah, I mean the steaks are fun, but like they're also not the best.
But if
I'll just stick to steers.
Yeah, well, you want like a deer chop or steak, just slice up the backstrap.
Yeah,
that's all I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's better anyway.
Plus, I use a lot more ground beef in my cooking.
Yeah. Spaghetti, chili, sloppy Joe, burgers, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, that's all I do too. You almost feel like a turd paying a butcher to do that.
Yeah.
When you don't have the time to do it.
Oh, there's no such time as that.
Oh, real quick, how was those hot dogs from D&J?
They're good.
Yeah.
And the kids love them.
I got 10 pounds of
The
cheese
kids
ones.
the kids have eaten them the most.
Yeah, you get the cheese ones too?
No.
You got regular?
I don't like to get the cheese in them. You know why? Because these places all put the processed cheese in them.
Yeah, I don't know.
And what happens is it just processed cheese has a lot of water in it, so a lot of it just boils out and cooks out.
Yeah.
So I don't like the processed cheese.
I'll let you know. I got 10 pounds of it coming.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, on that note, you guys look out. We promise more consistency for this new year. We've worked through some technical problems. We've upgraded this and that. And we've spent time and damn Jerry's been over here solving problems as I've been on the road. And we're going to venture out, get the outdoor filming. So we're going to try to really put together a new year, and we're going to look for a lot of feedback from you guys. And we're going to get on that fan page and put together a lot of things. And we might have a collab later this year, some podcast collab, some tour.
We're gonna make it happen.
We're gonna do some things. You know what I mean? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it big. We're gonna do it even if it's wrong. So you get out there and you go fuck yourself.